everyone, welcome back to the episode of Uncensored Solar TV, brought to you by my amazing crew here at Solar Wolf Energy. And I want to talk to you today. Some of you guys have questions about when you're moving, if you should take your solar with you. That's kind of a mixed question, I guess, and deserves an answer for individually, each person, a different answer. For the most part, I would say no, this isn't a good idea. And I'll go into both reasons. So one of the reasons why I think it's not such a good idea is because you invested that money for that home, you got the tax credit, chances are you've been living here for years, you might have gotten some kind of feed-in tariff or some kind of subsidized incentive for you to get this. With that said, the system for the most part should be almost paid, which I'm guessing is the reason why you might want to take it with you. But when you consider that when you take the system off the house, you now have to put a brand new roof on a house you're going to be selling. That's one of the issues. Another one is the electrical system has been manipulated, obviously, to have this service it. So you might have some space or whatever, some issues, whatever, in your electric panel. Another thing to address. But also, the other part of it is the system is already, like I said, you put some money towards it, you're making payments, what have you. It's going to bring the existing house that you're trying to sell, it's going to bring the value of that up as well. Now, depending on which state you were in, which county, what have you, the incentive, that's going to vary on how much ROI and how much more the house is worth. It also matters what company used, what type of products that company used also. Did they do a clean install? Is it, curb appealing? These are some of the other things that can either raise or bring down the value by having solar. And of course, lastly, some of the people that may be wanting to purchase your home may not be interested in solar, or maybe more interested because the solar is already installed and you paid for the brunt of the cost. They're just getting it. So, couple of things. So, one you should consider about maybe keeping it. When you should keep out one of the reasons of taking it with you. One of the cases might be you might be downsizing your home. You might be empty nesters and your kids have gone off to college, and you really need to take with you that system because depending on your fixed income in your retirement years, it would be nice to know you don't have an electrical payment. With that said, if also the house you're selling, the roof is already 20 or 30 years old, it might need a roof anyway. So you might be able to get some value add by taking the system with you and also putting a new roof on the house that you're selling because it might need one anyway. More and more today, I think buyers are getting a home inspection, and I think that's one of the key elements that will drive someone away. Now, for most of us, I think, just throwing another roof on a house isn't that much of a huge ordeal. But for some people, that may seem like a large task, and it may keep them from purchasing the home. So there's a reason as to why maybe taking it with you might be a good idea, and there's a previous reason was why it might not be. One more reason as to why it might not be a good idea for you to take it with you is the issue of if you take it with you, there is reinstallation costs that you're not going to get the 30% tax credit on. You may not have the incentives where you're going. It's the same as if you move from one county to another or one state to another. There may not be any more financial incentive to do it. And when you figure out the loss of incentive versus the gain of incentive for keeping it on, and let's just say the system pays you $1,000 a year for, let's just say, a 10-year period. Let's use SRECs, for example. If you live in Massachusetts and you're moving out of Massachusetts, you've had solar on your home for about 4 years already, you're getting about $300 for every credit you're generating. If you have a system that generates, we'll say, 9 or 10 credits, you're getting a decent amount paid to you every quarter. You may not get that where you're moving to. So in this case, if you left the system on the existing house, you as the original purchaser of the system can still collect those SRECs even though you sold the house. So that's another reason why it might make sense to leave it on the existing. So in recap, we've given you two reasons as to why it might make more sense to leave it on the house and either go solar with a new system on the new home, or just maybe you don't need it altogether. Like I said, maybe your empty nesters and the large users of electricity in your home, your children, might have moved out, and if it's just you and your partner, or if it's just yourself, you may not even need solar. So all those reasons are things to consider about if you're going to be moving, whether you want to take the system with you or not. Again, This really comes down to your individual case by case. So take some time, meet with some people. Consultations are usually free with solar companies. You may want to contact friends and family that are also in the business that might give you a less salesy answer as to why you should not take it with you, and they just want to sell you a system. So hopefully you have those people in your circle, and if not, you can always reach out to us. We will give you an unbiased answer here at Solar Wolf Energy. We've told hundreds of people that they shouldn't go solar, that they should go with community solar, or that it just doesn't make sense financially for them to do it at all, because there's more value in transparency and being honest than there is in trying to screw people, which I feel like this industry has too many of already. That being said, I want to wrap this up and thank you for watching another episode here of Uncensored Solar TV, brought to you by my amazing and dedicated team here at Solar Wolf Energy. Thank you.